Here's a challenge every enterprise faces. Your team needs data from systems that don't offer API access, with legacy platforms, vendor portals, government databases. They're built for humans to click through and not really built for automation. So your teams are spending hours every week manually logging in, searching, copying, and pasting information, and compiling into manual documents. What if you could automate all of that with one simple prompt? Let me show you how. Here's what I'm asking Athena to do, in plain English and no code required. I'm simply asking Athena to use the browser to navigate to the FDA warning letters database and find the most recent warning letter issued to a pharmaceutical company. I'm then telling it to read all the text on the page and use that to create a compliance brief document, which includes some key information that I would like to know about, and I'm having it format it as a professional compliance alert document. Now, watch Athena work. It opens a browser, navigates to the FDA database, and starts searching just like a person would. It's scrolling through the page, looking at the latest results, and identifying the most recent pharmaceutical warning letter. And notice how it's handling the interface totally naturally in the exact way a human would. It's clicking, scrolling, reading, all the same things that you would do when doing this flow yourself as a human being. This works on any website, whether it's a legacy system, a vendor portal, or a compliance database that doesn't have an API. Even when it clicks slightly off target or does something in slightly the wrong direction, it's very good at self-correcting and keeping going and staying on track with no human intervention needed. As you can see, it was able to get to the appropriate FDA warning letter page for the latest pharmaceutical company, which had received a warning letter from the FDA. And instead of manually reading and transcribing and wasting time to scroll through and summarize the page in the same way a human would, Athena is actually very efficient and is able to read the entire page in one go. And here's the enterprise value. Imagine running this across dozens of companies simultaneously. You can monitor compliance across your entire supplier network, pulling data in from systems that were never designed to share information programmatically, but now it's entirely automated. And as you can see here, as requested by our initial prompt, Athena is now compiling all of this raw data into a structured compliance brief, automatically formatted with all of the key information which we had previously requested. So we have company information, name and date, the violations, we have affected products, required corrective actions, all the different violations, potential business impact, and it's all neatly structured and summarized for very easy reading. It even has all the recommendations for stakeholders, and it even says where it received this information from so that you don't have to doubt where your sources are coming from, and it's very easy to verify that this data is accurate. And this doesn't just create documents. You could just as easily have Athena send this as an email to your legal team, add it to a spreadsheet tracking all the vendor issues, or even trigger a workflow in your existing systems. What would take someone typically 20 to 30 minutes of manual work, searching, copying data, formatting a report, and doing everything super manually, Athena did in just a few minutes. This works for any browser-based workflow, whether it's extracting data from different vendor portals, monitoring competitor websites, doing competitive analysis, market analysis, pulling reports from legacy systems, or even just automating routine research tasks. If a human can do it in a browser, Athena can automate it.